Amazing to see history in the making with Ollie Solberg's win in Estonia. I can only compare it in terms of things I've seen to Lewis's first race for McLaren in '07 up against Alonso, world champion. And then I think Max's first win in the Red Bull A team, first drive for that team, having spent, his early races with the B team. For Ollie Solberg, with all these world champions that he beat, and they all finished. They all finished behind him. There were no retirements in that sense. You had Tanak, you had Terry Neville, and then Kalle Rovanperä, and he beat them all. And I guess the most significant was Rovanperä, who's in the same car. We should be a little bit careful because there are a lot of regs in WRC involving not being able to change stuff once the weekend has started, and there's a bit of a rumbling about how Ollie selected different dampers to the rest, and maybe that was an advantage. But we're talking relatively small differences. And his pace on Friday was just brilliant. He won the first stage, and he said later, having done that, I just thought, well, we'll put that behind me and just enjoy the rest of the rally. And he just continued to be super quick and led the rally from start to finish. The other point is that he came straight from Rally 2, and I said this the other day in a short. And thinking about that even more, I suspect that it's something to do with the downforce of the Rally 1 car is obviously much greater than the Rally 2 car. So in the Rally 2 car, it's quite a light car dancing all over the place. And to be quick, you've got to be very clean. You can't be out of line too much. You've got to really focus on the exits and having the car straight as possible, great rotation. And that's what he took straight into the Rally 1 car. He didn't have time to mess around and think about driving differently. He just drove it the same way. And probably that helped him in that he never, ever really started to throw the thing around offline too much. And I think the Hankook tires probably like that. They probably like being driven in a straight line more. And I think that's what Ollie was doing. He was just very neat and very efficient in the way he was driving. Just brilliant to watch. And chatting afterwards to Petter Solberg, his dad, and his mum, it was just one of these family things. They were all staying in a motorhome by the paddock. There was no power in the morning on Sunday morning. Ollie didn't sleep that well on Saturday night. Everybody was nervous, but when it came down to it, he just did the job, and it was just a joy to watch.